start it now. Yeah, I've started it now, but there's no one in it yet. The players in position now to kick off the second half. Thanks for rejoining us. If you have come from the first half, thanks for joining us if you haven't. And we're off. And it's Kenji now on this near side. Long ball forward by Devine. And Watkinson does well to tap it on to Cummins. Just a little bit too much on that. He can't quite get to the end of it, the striker. Throw in to be taken by Pete. Had a good first half. Conway looks to head on. Watched out by Haid. A long switch, eventually cleared by Conway. Headed forward again as James Joyce looks to flick it forward towards Kenji. Barragan looks to flick it down the line. It's out for another throw-in, which Joyce will take. And the throw-in is deflected. Joyce to take the throw in, high up the pitch now. Back to Doyle, switches it to Haid, who's got plenty of space on his near side. Looks to drive forward. Dinks one up into the box, looking for Watkinson. Oh, just flicks it on. Dealt with eventually by Smith. And as far as Joyce, gets it back into the feet of Barragan. As Barragan now looks to swing another ball in. Watkinson flicks on again, but is eventually cleared by Pete. Haid looks to get it under control, under pressure from Kasani. Does well the striker, but eventually the throw-in is won by Haid. Looks for Cummins with the throw. Amado deals with him, but Jay Devine looks to play it back down the line. Kenji. Back to Jay Devine. Looking once again for Kenji. Oh, it's a big challenge. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Mariners. They don't look happy, the Marine players. It was a strong challenge, to say the least. The ball was bouncing. It's a difficult one. Kenji stayed down. And the physio is going to come on. The Marine players really aren't happy here, especially Alex Doyle. Straight over to the linesman. Of course, the first concern is making sure that Neil Kenji is okay. And the referee is just talking to Gaz Pete. I don't know if any further action will be taken. Potentially a yellow card, I would think, for that challenge. It was high. It wasn't particularly late. It was just, like I say, it was just a bouncing ball. It's a difficult one. And it looks like he's gotten away with it there, Pete. Not even a booking. But it looks like it's going to be James Barragan who will take the free kick. Kenji's back on his feet now, which is good to see. As Doyle and Berrigan stood over the ball. A right footer and a left footed option, of course. The two midfielders. Danny Shaw, Mark Howarth have gone forward from the back. As is Jay Devine just standing on the edge of the box. Watkinson looking to get himself a bit of space in there. I would guess it's going to be Berrigan. Just look for that far corner. Keeper's he's gone to punch it. It's just skidded off his knuckles, really. It's not the most convincing punch. But Doyle can get a ball back in now. And the keeper again, he's come for it. He's opted to punch again. Watkinson now, just inside the box. Looks to turn, get it on his left foot. Tries to dink one back into the box. He's done well there, Watkinson. He's won on the side a corner. And it looks like it's going to be Doyle once again to go over. And in swing of the corner. Bit of a battle going on between Amado and Howarth. The referee spotted it now. In swinger, headed up but not away by Pete. A bit further away now with the clearance. Here's Kenji back on the pitch. Oh, there's a nice little clearance from Conway there in the end, but here's Pete over on the right wing, where you wouldn't really expect the left back to be. It's Kasani's beating his man well there, but Howarth stepped in and just put the ball out for a throw in. Looks like there's going to be a sub now for Atherton. It's going to be Scott Sefton, who's just sort of well, he's just been in the middle of the pitch and trying to pick up space. He's not really been involved as much as some of the other players. It looks like Matty Gillam has come on. 15, he's just gone and stood on Danny Shaw alongside Marcus Kazani, so it looks like an attacking substitution there. But it's dropped a bit deeper now, and Smith looks to get down the right wing. He puts a low ball across. Bailey Passant just half deals with it. And claims of handballs. Danny Shaw, well, he's claiming the ball sort of deflected off his foot and ended up in the hands of Passant. A few of the home players wanting an indirect free kick there. Passant just throws the ball out to Haid on this right hand side, who can play it further forward. Whereas Freitas Hansen. Watkinson now can nod it on for Cummins, but it's just ran past him. And now Kasani looking for the substitute, Gillen. And he's still got it, and he's looked to play it back across. Well, good defending there by Devine. As the low cross came in from Gillen. He did look second favourite there, but he managed to just get on the end of a pass from Kazani. It's going to be a corner. Oh no, a throw-in, sorry. Over by the corner flag. To be taken by Clive Smith. Long throw, looking for Danny Lafferty. Back now with Lenihan over on the far side. Ball in by Smith, looking for Gillam. Tries to head it back across goal. It's just wide in the end, out for a goal kick. Bailey Passant looks to play it quickly. James Joyce looks long for Watkinson. Can't quite get it under control. It's run out for a throw in. Deep inside the Atherton half. Throw in to be taken by Smith, the fullback. Just down the line looking for Kazani again. There's Conway in there now. Looking for Kazani once again. But Howarth just puts the ball into touch. Thrown infield to Kazani once again, trying to hold up the ball. Cleared by Berrigan. Amado can step in before Cummins. Now is Lambert. Looks to spread the play out to Pete. Infield for Lenihan. Tries to run at Hayde. Eventually wins the corner as his cross is deflected off Devine. Corner to come in from Lenihan. In towards the back post, defended well. Kazani tries with the rebound. Yeah, the ball was headed goalwards by DeFreitas Hansen, I believe, in the end. But blocked, similar to Danny Shaw in the first half, when his effort was blocked on the line in the same goal. Just did enough between them, the goalkeeper and the Marine defence. Long goal kick. Eventually finds Barragan. Now here's Watkinson over on the left-hand side. Looks to play the ball into the box. And Joyce now went for the volley. Mistimed it a little bit. Skidded again. As Jay Devine stepped into midfield now. Looks like a potential change of shape here. Barragan tries to swing the ball back into the box. Cleared in the end. And here's Devine once again in that sort of defensive midfield role. Barragan looks to play a long ball into the box. Caught by the goalkeeper. Yeah, definitely looks like a change of shape for Marine as Jay Devine stepped into midfield. Looks like it's going to join Doyle and Barragan in there. She's gone out for a throw-in over on this near side to be taken by Hayde. Down the line, looking for Cummins. Watkinson can make a nuisance of himself. It's put into touch by DeFreitas Hansen. And another throw-in to be taken by Hayde on this near side. Back to Jay Devine, who can get a first-time ball into the box, cleared by Amado. Up is Devine and Conway, flicked forward again by Doyle. Watkinson's gone flying in there really, and he's given away a free kick. And a bit of afters there with Lambert. Neither man looks particularly happy, but the free kick has gone Atherton's way. Free kick to be taken by the keeper, Danny Tabiner. Henry, we are in the 58th minute now. Approaching the hour mark, still goalless. Long ball forward by the keeper, looking for Kazani once again, but Danny Shaw's up there, as he has been for most of the game in truth. Howarth and Shaw between them have dealt with the aerial threat of Kazani really well. He's been much more threatening with the ball at his feet. Throw-in taken in towards Conway. He tries to get the ball into the box, looking for Pete at the back post, but evaded the left back into the hands of Passant. Neil Kenji looks frustrated that he's not been used as a quick option. Passant again. The long ball looking for Cummins. DeFreitas Hansen heads clear. It's Hayde now on this right hand side. Into the feet of Neil Kenji. Just struggles to control it there. And Pete's got a toe in. Kyle Hayde and Devine between them step in to stop Conway. And now Doyle can bring the ball forward. Charges towards the box. Looks to Watkinson in behind. Just intercepted. The clearance from Pete just runs through to the goalkeeper. It's Passant with the ball in his hand now. Looks long once again. Cummins looks to running behind. DeFreitas Hansen heads it out. Doyle heads it back forward. Kenji looks over the top for Cummins. He controls it, chests it down. Watkinson now looks to control, look to cut in on that left foot, but just got a toe in there. Did Lafferty. Good defended in the end. Stood his ground. As the ball is cleared high up the pitch, and the throw-in is won on the left-hand side for Atherton. In the 60th minute now, half an hour to go of this Emirates FA Cup third qualifier round. Throw-in taken, looking for Kazani. Got a bit of space. Picks out Lenihan on the edge of the box, but his effort is not troubling the goalkeeper. Miles over the bar in the end from Lenihan there. And looks like they requested a new ball. Bailey passing. Got through a few balls today, for one reason or another. Flat one on this occasion. The goal kick now to be taken by Passant. Looking long for Watkinson on the left wing. Joyce looks to play it long again. Lafferty heads clear. And Devine's in there to just nod it forward again. As is Watkinson. Tries to nod it on, but cleared by Smith. Howarth just nods into the path of Joyce. Doyle manages to chip it forward. And will look to spread the play now out for Haid, who can run forward, the right back, in a flat back four now. It's Barragan, about 25 yards from goal, but his shot is charged down well. Come out to Joyce. Good little spell this for Marine. Howarth switches the ball, looking for Haid. It's a little bit short, but he's managed to make the most of it. And Doyle has found Cummins. Maybe should have let that run through to Neil Kenji. Goes back to Haid as Cummins makes his way into the box. Swings the ball in. He's just maybe should have held off on the cross there, just over the heads of everyone. It's Jay Devine, can't quite control it, but Danny Shaw's there to mop up behind him. Haid looks to swing another ball into the box, looking for Cummins with a far post. And Joyce is able to run forward as the ball is cleared. He's ran into the box very well there, cleared by Lafferty. And the last nick came off of Joyce out for a throw-in. Still goalless if you and we're just joining us. The best couple of chances have come from set pieces, with either side having one cleared off the line. Long throw to be taken down the line by Lafferty now. But Doyle and Cummins between them have regained possession for Marine. Here's Watkinson now over on the left-hand side, trying to just beat his man. Just takes a tumble there, Watkinson. It's Devine, mops up in the end. It's Haid, who'll look down the line for Kenji, who can turn. Looks infield for Cummins, it's just behind the skipper. Haid, back for Devine. It's not the best pass from Devine there. And Lenihan and Pete deal with it between them. Kazani is beaten in the air. And Doyle wins the ball back off Lenihan, but is unable to prevent the throw-in. Throw down the line, looking for Gillam, a substitute. Tries to nod it on once again. And a free kick is given for a foul on Conway. He's taken a tumble. It looks like Jay Devine is the guilty culprit. Looks like the free kick's going to be taken by Jack Lenihan. He's taken most of the set pieces today for the home side. The right footer, technical player. He's looked to get one in at the back post. It's too much on that. Just wide of the post. Passing with a quick quick goal kick now. Up towards Watkinson, just over his head. The ball chipped forward again, looking for Kazani. However, no nonsense clearance into the trees. Out for a throw in. Throw in now to be taken by Smith over on the far side. Near the corner flag, looking for Freitas Hansen. Smith does well just to dink another ball in with his left foot. Gillam back into the path of Lenihan. Blocked well. Shouts of handball, but nothing given. Here's Pete now looking to swing another ball in. And at the back post, it's a good save. And how's that not gone in? And there's another good save from passing. That's unbelievable goalkeeping to make the double save. I thought that looked a certain goal. It's Kazani with the header, the original header. Very well saved. As Marine looked to counter-attack now. Ooh. Oh, a bit. Doyle is upended there. It's a free kick to Marine. Didn't look the best challenge, bit of a two-footer. Dived in a little bit. Owen Watkinson just taking the time to applaud his goalkeeper there. He's kept Marine in the game with two massive saves. Apologies for any background noise you might be hearing. But Barragan now will look to create a dangerous chance for Marine with a free kick over on the left-hand side. Cummins and Shaw the target. The keeper much more assured in the air this time. Comes out and claims it well. And he'll just slow down the play while his team get out of the box. Long ball forward now. It's Danny Shaw with the header. Swung forward by Barragan, just too close to Amado that though. Lambert flicks it on towards Gillam. Barragan deals with it. The long ball forward for Howard, looking for Kenji over the top, and we know he's got the pace, but so has Amado. And he's done well to put the pressure on Amado, who's just slipped as he cleared it, and it's gone out for a corner. And it would appear that that's another ball. I thought there was going to be a sub. Barragan will take an in-swinging corner from the right-hand side. Could do with making these corners pay, Marine. They're not really creating too much in open play. Ball into the box, right on the goalkeeper. Slightly shaky defending from the keeper, but he's punched it out for another corner to be taken on the other side, so it's Doyle's turn to swing one in. A lot of the players crowding in that six-yard box, trying to take advantage of the keeper. In towards the near post, flicked on actually by Kazani. Got the touch on it, but it's ran over and Lambert can clear. Barragan's done well to get in between, but he's just flicked into a path of Lennon. Tracked well by Doyle. He's done really well to win the ball back there. Oh, and he's wasted it really in the end. Long ball forward from Lambert just to get his team out. Jay Devine does well. Just to head it clear. Throw in down the left wing now to be taken by Gazpete, as he has done. Just runs through to Bailey Passant there. We can clear up. A long ball forward for Watkinson, who's moved over to the left-hand side. Joyce looks to just nod it back into the danger area. Turns well. plays the ball into the feet of Cummins centrally. That's bounced off the hand of Lambert, but there's not a lot he could have done about it. And Pete now to counter-attack. Kenji pressures him, but does not win the ball. And here's Smith. Good tackle from Watkinson. Does well to regain possession. Could be some danger here. He is fouled, but ref waves play on. He's still got the ball. He's just tried to dink it forward there, but it's gone out of play. Henry, to answer your question, there was 61 on the supporters coach, so obviously that's not including those that might have driven. So if I had to guess, I'd go somewhere between 80 and 90 maybe, which is a fantastic turnout for Marine for an away game. As DeFreitas Hansen messes up his clearance there, to be honest, and his heavy touch puts it out for a throw-in. Throw-in to be taken by Joyce, down the line for Watkinson. He's just tracked back into the feet of Joyce. Looks for Cummins at the back post, but way too close to the goalkeeper, that. And the keeper just with the ball in his hands now. About 20 minutes to go. And Gillam's in on goal here. Bailey's come flying out. Oh, it's a massive let-off there for Marine. The long ball over the top from the goalkeeper just took the whole defence by surprise. The ball bounced through into the path of the substitute Matty Gillam. And Bailey passing really didn't deal with it when he came out. The ball flicked back up into the path of Gillam, who was unable to control, and the ball ran out for a goal kick. Need to stay alert, Marine at the back. Can't afford a mistake such as that to cost them the game. Joyce has had a quiet first half, but he's grown into the game, getting well forward in the second. There's the ball now in midfield with Barragan. But the free kick is given. Free kick to be taken by the keeper, Tabiner. The latest score is 0-0 if you're just joining us. Long free kick from the keeper, looking for Kazani again. Controls it well, but Danny Shaw's comes over to cover. There's going to be a corner. So yes, if you are just joining us, most of the chances have come from set pieces, to be honest. Not much created from open play. A lot of good balls coming into the box from the set piece takers. There's Lambert now on the edge of the box. Looks to dink another one back in. Bit of a different one this time. Headed by Gillam at the back post, but Bailey pass on, claims. And now looks to get Kenji away. Down the left wing. He's running towards the box, but the defender does well to just get his body in the way. And it's clever play by the defender just to win the free kick. Take the pressure off his side. Free kick to be taken, again by Tabiner. Long ball forward. Won by Danny Shaw. Now Watkinson with his back to goal. Wins for the throw in. James Joyce to take the throw in. Around the halfway line. Inwards for Devine. Watkinson can turn. It's a good turn, that. A bit of a mix up in communications between him and his strike partners. He was looking down the line to get Kenji in, but Kenji had made the dart inwards. Cleared in the end though, and another throw in for Marine. It's Barragan now. Tries to get it back to Joyce from the throw, but not enough on it. Devine can head it back towards Joyce though. Flicks it towards Watkinson, who can run down the line, uses power. Tries to get a ball into the box, defended well, and it's a corner for Marine. And if you're just joining us, corners have been the most likely route to a goal for both sides, really. Corner to be taken by Alex Doyle from the left-hand side to swing one in with his right foot. A lot of players crowding the goalkeeper once again. The ball, it's almost gone straight in from the corner. It's defended well at the back post in the end. It was close from Doyle. You don't often see that, but it's just tapped around the post in the end, and it's going to be another corner from James Barragan this time. So this must be something that they've spotted during the first half. If the goalkeeper's not the best aerially, not most confident, and they're really trying to take advantage of that with these corners now. Just getting the ball around that area. The keeper has done well on this occasion, though. He's punched it back out. And as far as Barragan, Howarth looks to just flick it with his heel back into the path of the goal. But now Hayder's won it high in midfield. Tries to charge forward, but he's dispossessed by Lambert. Here's Conway now, can try and launch a counter-attack for Atherton. Not got a lot of support, but Gaz Pete has joined him, but he's had to track back due to the pressure of Kenji. Amado now looking over the top for Kasani. Headed again by Danny Shaw, as he does so often. But Amado is equal to the clearance. Lambert looks to get the ball back down the line, closed down well by James Barragan. Another throw-in for Pete to take. Throw in towards Kasani. It's Barragan now, looking for the ball over the top towards Watkinson. He's dealt with by Lafferty, but now Kenji can run at Amado. On this right-hand side, looks to cut in with his left foot. Oh, his effort is well saved by the keeper. It was definitely heading into that far corner. Joyce just plays it back to Barragan, who's he's retained possession and just passed it backwards towards Mark Howarth, who can swing a brilliant crossfield ball with his weak foot. Hayde down the line again for Kenji, who will again run up against Amado. This time he's being doubled up on. He's done well to get past Pete and Amado. I don't know how he's managed to even get a shot away there, to be honest. He's just squeezed through both men and found a bit of space, but he's just dragged his shot wide. It's unfortunate, but it's good play from Neil Kenji. That's a goal kick. Including injury time, probably around 15 minutes to go. As it stands, we're heading for a replay on Tuesday night at the MTA. The goalkeeper is a goal kick headed away by Mark Howarth. Now is Cummins. It's been a good spell for Marine this, as Watkinson is getting more involved, and he's running down the left-hand side now. He's running at Lafferty, but he's dealt with him fairly well. But only as far as Barragan is his clearance. Into the feet of Doyle, who does well just to prevent the clearance by getting his body in the way. You wonder if Marine might start to look towards the bench. They have got 7 subs today, compared to Atherton's 4. Someone like Lewis Riley or Ben Hughes might be called upon. Attacking options. It looks like there is going to be a sub. I've timed that well. It looks like it's going to be James Barragan coming off for David Lynch in midfield. So a like-for-like straight swap there. David Lynch, of course, scored the winner in a previous qualifier against Workington a few weeks ago in extra time. No extra time today, of course. It'll just go to a replay on Tuesday night at the MTA. With David Lynch coming in just to try and keep the pressure on in midfield, fresh legs. Throw-in taken down the line, headed back up into the air by Joyce. And David Lynch gets his first involvement by winning the header. And then playing forward towards Doyle, who turns well, but cleared in the end. And Hayes just taking a little bit too long waiting for the ball there. And now Kasani looks to run at Danny Shaw, but Shaw's done well. Pete now on the ball, looking for Kusani down the line. It's Lenehan looking to look forward, looking to run forward, but Jay Devine sweeps up, looking for Kenji over the top again. Too much on that though, runs through to the goalkeeper. Approaching the final 10 minutes now. Marine slightly on top. Not really creating too many chances, but we've had a couple more shots from Neil Kenji. Always willing to get a shot away. Amado does well to come across and clear. And Kenji's in loads of space if Watkinson could just find the pass. He's just scuffed it a little bit there. And it's going to be a throw in high into the Marine half for Atherton. Another sub, this time for the home side. Is it's going to be Ben Conway. Yes, Ben Conway's coming off. He was very much involved in the first half. He's been a bit more quiet in the second half, the left footer. And he's been replaced by Elliot Rocker, number 16. Who's gone and taken up a similar position to Conway, but we'll see how he sets up when the ball's in a more neutral position. It's a throw in over on the far side in that corner. He's involved straight away, but the ball's out for another throw in. He's involved again as he tussles with Devine for possession. It's Gillam now. The ball's back out to Pete. Looks to run at Doyle. He's taken a tumble and they've called for a penalty, but he's not giving it. So in theory, you'd think the referee has to book him for simulation there, but his wave play on. Long ball forward again from the goalkeeper. Oh, and Howarth needed a shout there. He let it run, but Lenehan was there running through, but dealt with by Shaw. Headed away again, the clearance by Danny Shaw. And Howarth again can head it away. Lenehan flicks it to the right for Smith. But now Doyle looks for Watkinson forward. Holds the ball up well, back towards Doyle. There's a great long switch on there for Kenji, not quite enough on it, dealt with by Amado. Now Pete looks to run away from it now. Run away with it, sorry. Tries to flick it over the top, dealt with by Shaw and Haid. Now here's Devine with a bit of time on the ball, back towards Haid. He's under a bit of pressure from Gillam, so he plays it back to his goalkeeper, Passan, who can clear it long. Over the head of De Freitas Hansen to the keeper. He clears it long in search of Kasani. Haid now on the ball, looking for Kenji down the line, who's got a bit of space to run into. Running again at Amado. Amado's not looking comfortable with him, to be honest. It's Kenji. Finds Lynch on the edge of the box, but the touch is just a bit off. It was a bit heavy from Kenji. Now is Pete, can play it long forward for Kasani. Howarth just plays it back to his keeper. Long ball forward for Watkinson. Doyle looks to nod it forward again. Here's Cummins now. He can find Kenji down the right wing. A little bit wider than he would have wanted. There was a bit of space for him to run into. And he's almost run out of space there, but he's kept the ball in play. And he's won a throw in near the corner flag. To be taken high up the pitch by Haid. He's got a decent length on his throw. Kenji looks for the short option, but he's dismissed. Danny Shaw has made his way into the box as well. He has gone towards short. Headed clear by Amado. Back to Haid. Haid miscontrols, but manages to get another ball into the box. Looking for Watkinson this time. It's David Lynch. Wins his own flick on. And the ball is cleared. It's only as far as Howarth, though, who's had a very assured game at centre-half today, I have to say. It's Kenji. Now on this right-hand side, looks to dink a ball in towards the far post, but easily dealt with by the goalkeeper. Smith looks to Launch a counter attack now. Ooh, left by Kasani for Gillen, but dealt with by Shaw. Is Haid with plenty of time and space, but with not many options, so he's looking like he's just going to have to play it long again. Nope. He's tried to find Devine in the middle, but it's intercepted by Lambert, and it's a strong and very late challenge, to be honest, from Devine. It's a free kick to the home side. It's been a very competitive game. This slightly on top with Atherton in the first half, without really creating too many chances, but they looked dangerous from set pieces. Although saying that, Marine had one cleared off the line from Danny Shaw, again from a set piece. Marine have really grown into the second half. Kenji's had a couple of decent chances. He's run at the defence well. And Owen Watkinson has also grown into the game. He's been very influential in the second half, really. He's used his body. And here he is again. Owen Watkinson looking to launch a counter-attack. He's tapped it through to Kenji. Oh, it's just sent him a bit far wide again. Just a bit too much on it, but he's still got the ball. A few step-overs. Looks to get into the box. Lays it off for David Lynch. Back to Kenji. Heavy touch. But he just evades the challenge of Lenihan. Is Joyce now joining the attack? Devine. Oh, I'm no idea who he was looking for there, Devine. Not the best pass. I think he was expecting a run from a fullback. Maybe someone like Josh Solomon Davies would be making that run. We know how strong he is going forward, but Hayden not taking up the position. It's Pete to take the throw in now. Shaw nods it forward. It's Cummins. And Joyce now looks to charge forward. Just dinks the ball onto the head of Cummins. Just drops for Doyle. Here's Kenji once again. He's just had to play it backwards. Howarth. He's dinked it out towards Haid. He's kept it in play, but he's had to chase his own header. And it looks like he's won the corner. Good pressing from Haid. The dink forward from Howarth was a bit thin, but he's managed to win a corner out of it. And another chance to test his goalkeeper, who in fairness has dealt with the last couple of corners really well. After a bit of a shaky start, he spilled one in the first half, punched a couple that have skidded off his gloves, but it's been better now. David Lynch been told by Passant to get in the box to add to the aerial threat. Watkinson, Shaw and Howarth all in that 6-yard box. Lynch looks like he's getting in there as well. Cummins is joining them. Doyle on the edge of the box. And the ball, the corner's not the best, to be honest, from Kenji. Massively overhit. And a free kick in the end is awarded. Firm challenge from Doyle. Not long to go now, final few minutes. I wouldn't imagine there'd be too much added on. Not been too many stoppages other than the Kenji stoppage. Might be 2 or 3 minutes added on. And another substitution for the home side, Atherton. It's Marcus Kazani. It's going to be replaced by Lewis Doyle. He's had a really good game at number 9, to be honest. He's held the ball up well. He's run in behind well. He's really mixed his game up. And the Marine defence will be happy to see the back of him, I'm sure. Strong challenge between Kenji and Lambert, with the ball resulting at Pete's feet. Looks to drill the ball back across. Here's Lenihan now on the edge of the box. Closed down by David Lynch. Ball back out for Pete. He looks to go one-on-one with Haid. Must be careful, he's on a yellow card. Ball into the box, headed clear by Howarth. Watkinson. He just loses the ball. Here's Lambert in midfield again. Amado now. Just looking for the ball over the top. Looking for Doyle, who's chested it down for Lenihan. Might think about the shot. Instead he's played it out for Smith. Joyce defends him well. And it's well, it's gone out for a goal kick. don't know whether this is a bit of a time-wasting tactic from Bailey Passant, but he stayed down there. Back on his feet now, though. It's Passant with a goal kick now, as we enter the final 30 seconds of regulation time. Here's Kenji now, looking once again to run at Amado, but it's done well to stand him up. Ball back into the feet of Cummins, taps it forward for Watkinson. It's just deflected into the arms, the grateful arms of the goalkeeper. There's another decent chance there for Marine. Only a half chance, I think you'd call that. It's Haid, just has to hoof it clear towards the dugout. And it looks like there's going to be 3 minutes of added time. Headed forward once again towards Glass. And Smith is upended on the edge of the box. It's a dangerous position to give away a free kick, I'm afraid. It's Howarth that's put the challenge in. He's had a very solid game at the back as Mark Howarth. But let's hope he's not made to pay for a bit of a rash challenge there. The score is still goalless if you're just joining us for the final few minutes of the game. We are now in injury time. As it stands, we'll be heading to a replay on Tuesday night at the Marine Travel Arena. Ball dinked in towards the middle of the pitch, middle of the goal. It's cleared in the end. And it's Kenji now on the halfway line. He's got away from Lambert, and it's him. He's just got Amado ahead of him. And Haid, he's played in. Haid, he's won, and he's saved by the keeper. I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic opportunity to win it in injury time. And perhaps he's not the player that you'd want in that position, Carl Haid, but he was the one furthest breaking forward, furthest forward for Marine with Kenji. If it's maybe an Owen Watkinson or a Niall Cummins, we could be talking about 1-0 Marine, but big chance goes begging there. Free kick just inside the Atherton half now for Marine. Looks like it's going to be Joyce to take over on the far side. In his final few seconds as a Marine player. Plays it down the line to Watkinson. Here's Cummins now. Back in for Watkinson. Finds Doyle, about 25 yards from goal. Cummins spreads the play for Haid, who instead switches it back into the box. Cummins wins the header, but there's no one there, and Smith can clear. Howarth deals with it well and puts it out for a throw-in. I think if I had to name a man of the match today, I'd probably go for Mark Howarth. He's been very calm and assured at the back today. Dealt with everything that's come his way. Been very aerially dominant as well. Here's Watkinson now, though. Looks to spread the play for Kenji, who has got in behind once or twice down his right-hand side. Just looks to tap it round Amado, but he's put a bit of an elbow in the back there. And Amado has dealt with Kenji well. Won the free kick. A goal kick, a free kick to be taken, but the referee's whistle has indicated the end of the match. 0-0. Goalless between the two sides in West Lancashire. We head to a replay on Tuesday night. As the final score is Atherton Collieries 0, Marine 0. Thank you for joining me.